Welcome, Cancer. This is your monthly focus for December 2022. We'll jump right into the astrology and take it from there. We start with the sun in the sign of Sagittarius for the month of December. So, it is about your health and well-being that you're looking at, absolutely. Enhancing it, your day-to-day routines that probably involve definitely relationships and deepening those relationships. And Mars will be in retrograde for the entire month. So for you, you might be pulling away from certain friendships, talking with certain people in new ways, different ways, kind of opening up to, you don't want to really try anything very new, but you want to expand. Okay. It's really our life is under construction when Mars goes retrograde, because that is our warrior that jumps onto the stallion and yells charge and just goes off and for the challenges and for the successes in life. And right now we're kind of being told to pull back a little bit, and for you I think you're being told to be pulled back a little bit, enhancing your spirituality. Maybe you're trying to rush things in certain ways, or maybe you need more consistency in your gratitude journal, or just journaling, or meditation, prayer, whatever it may be, growing a certain talent or an ability within the psychic realm. But I also think that you're letting go of certain things in your life, and you're talking about certain things that you want to let go of, things that you want to release. And maybe it's to open up the doors for new experiences that you want to actually bring into reality. On December the 4th, we'll have Neptune going stationary direct. So if you really feel like you have been hampered on really being able to go forward into opportunities, new directions, maybe learning new things, and this could be where it opens up for you. This could be where you start this new opportunity, you start this new experience. You start thinking of the magic that surrounds you. The magic almost seems to help motivate you to move forward, or it brings in, the magic actually brings in the opportunities and the experiences that you've been craving almost. On December the 7th, Mercury goes into Capricorn. Well, we want to create harmony. So the strategies, the plans all have to do with the different compromises that need to be had, maybe where you need to let go of control or gain control over it. Most of the times it's letting go of the control. And it's deepening that relationship. It's taking it to the next level. So relationships is very strong. And I mean, Mercury moving into Capricorn only starts the Capricorn party, because by the end of December, it'll be all about your relationships. It'll be all about growing the harmony and the beauty in your life. It'll all be about making maybe new choices and new compromises in order to bring in what you really truly want in your life. December 8th is the full moon in Gemini. So it'll be a lot of releasing for you. It'll be a lot of letting go. It'll be it could have to do with negotiations. It could have to do with contracts. It could be with how you are dealing with people. And maybe you are changing your strategies. Maybe you've been that really nice, kind person, and it's time to, be a little bit more of the drill sergeant, perhaps. Being a little bit more demanding about your wants and your needs. And so I can see relationships going. I can see new relationships starting because of that, though. More like-minded people coming around you. And it's about talking. It's about talking about those things that you want to release and let go of. It'll be about talking about those things that you want to step into. On December the 10th, Venus will move into Capricorn as well. So now Venus is there. So talk about your love life. My goodness. You'll be looking for somebody strong, somebody to make plans with, somebody to plot a future out with. It won't be superficial by any stretch of the imagination. If you're in a relationship, you are strengthening that relationship to a new level or deepening it to a new level. If you're looking for somebody and you meet somebody, this could be a friend that walks hand in hand with you to the end of the path. Absolutely. On December 20th, Venus, Jupiter. Jupiter enters Aries. So all I can say is up until the 20th, okay? Jupiter is in an area of your chart where you need to expand your dreams. You need to, grow them bigger than life. You need to, just expand them as much as you can and really put your focus on your dreams, even the fantasies that you have, the ones that don't really show any potential of really becoming anything. But gosh, wouldn't it be nice if it did? And really strategizing and thinking about those things, yes, throughout the month. But on the 20th, that's when Jupiter moves into the expansion of career, of your strategy, of your plan, of climbing that mountain and making it to the top, and finding true joy and happiness out of what you do. December 21st, the sun will move into Capricorn. That's even going to put more of a light on those relationships and building the harmony and beauty in your life. Then we're going to have a new moon in Capricorn. I believe it's at 1 degree again. So talk about amazing energy. The new moon will be in Capricorn, and you know what? That's when you're going to start making the decisions of what needs to change in order to deepen the relationship, in order to find the harmony, in order to create the beauty in your life. And that's when you're going to start making the decisions, the plans to move forward in the way you want. Absolutely. Now we end off the year with Mercury going stationary retrograde on the 29th. So we may do a lot of little changes in a hurry in our life to create the beauty and create the harmony in our life. And we're going to find that there's a lot to learn, or we might have made a few initial mistakes. But don't worry, as the next several weeks unfold for you, so will the clarity and the understanding of what it really needs to take in your life in order to create that beauty, in order to create that harmony, in order to deepen that relationship, taking it to the next level. Let's get to the cards. Okay, we'll start with our shadow card here. Look at this, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is all about going with the flow. I feel a sneeze coming on. The Knight of Pentacles is here. It's about going with the flow. Here we don't pack a lunch. We don't put on armor. We don't take a weapon. We trust. We trust in God, our angels, our spirit guides, the universe, the cosmos. That divine energy that surrounds us, our higher self, to lead the way. We go with the flow. We do the work. We show up. But we go with the flow and we take what's given to us, and regardless of what it is, we try to look at it in the positive life of how it's moving us forward. Maybe it's there to teach us something. Maybe it's there for us to utilize. Maybe it's for knowledge and understanding of the flip side of what we're trying to do. You'll know it when you see it. But this is about going with the flow. So this month, don't be too quick to say yes to something, but don't just slam the door on something that you want to say no to. Take it back. Think it through. Understand what you're saying yes to, what you're saying no to. Remember, we really don't even have to make any major decisions until December 23rd comes around and we have that new moon, and we really want to move forward in a couple of directions. Up till then, we can play with it a lot. So going with the flow and leaving a lot of doors open is a good thing right now in your life, okay? So we will start with our first card, the Knight of Wands. This is about gratitude. This is about being thankful that you are in the here and now. Being thankful for the path you walk that has molded you into the person that you are, and you are at the right place at the right time. And now we are asking for love. We are asking for protection. We are asking for guidance. We are asking for wisdom. We are asking for a straight path. So it may be where we want to give up gratitude, but it's also in kind of you know, speaking our passions to God, our angels, our spirit guides. Absolutely. Our passions are, building our enthusiasm, our momentum, our creativity of what we want to walk into. It's almost like we were saying, I'm going forward now, and I'm going to go forward in this direction, and oh my gosh, I'm going to need your protection and your guidance in order to be so successful in this that I want to be. We have the Ace of Cups, so yes, brand new passions, brand new dreams. I mean, what are you going to fill that cup with? What are you going to have that cup overflow with? It's about passion, it's about new love, it's about starting something new. And not just starting it, embracing it and driving it forward. And we have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, not everybody's going to like what you have to say. Okay, this is a little bit about standing in our truth, letting the chips fall where they must. Now make sure that you're not being driven by ego or anything when you are making some of these decisions about in the conversations. It's almost like debates, or it could almost be like quarrels. People are opposing you. People are telling you that it's the wrong move and you don't agree with them. And people aren't always going to agree with you. And only you can see your path the way you can see your path. Nobody else can. So they only get glimpses into it. So really what they have to say doesn't matter as much as what you feel about your path. Okay, and yes, some people will walk away, but you know what? The like-minded people, the people that truly love you, will support you and walk right next with you. And boy, watch what you can do then. So there could be some standoffish moments, absolutely, in your month of people trying to, and usually when people try and give you advice and, oh, I don't think you should do that because of this, that, and the other thing. One, they probably just care a lot about you and they don't want to see you hurt. They don't want to see you, fall down and burn up and just burn out or have a failure or sorrow or something comes into your life like that. They're just trying to prevent that from happening. Okay, and that's the one thing, and that's probably the most prominent thing. But the other thing is if you do that, what does that say about them? And so we don't want anybody getting better than us. We don't want anybody succeeding more than us. At the same level. Okay, that's okay. But, and it's almost like they'll try and talk you out of it just because, oh my gosh, if you could do that, then, I'm really doing the wrong things in life here. Work and career. Oh, the expansion of what you can do is there's no limit to it. Okay, sky's the limit. The limit on it really is the limit you put on it of what you can grow. Now, will it all happen in a day? Absolutely not. Chances are it won't. It'll take time. It might take months. It might take years. But you're up for the challenge. Absolutely. But this is about the adventure of it. This is all the things that you're going to try and incorporate, and some will morph into something different. Some will just be thrown into the trash basket because who was thinking that was a good idea? And other things will just grow naturally and be a very solid foundation for what you are building, whether it's a business or maybe at work. You're seeing now where you can go within the company and going out in different areas of the company. It could be that you do one thing, but really the sideline that you do is much more, you have much more passion for it and joy for it. And you can't wait to finish this part of the day so you can get to this part of the day. But it's keeping, it's being aware that the horizon is expanding for you. on what you can do and where you can go and what you can evolve into and what you can bring into reality. So definitely we don't want to say no to anything, but we want to be very observant of the things that are crossing our path, that are showing up and saying, hey, look at me. I could be a way you go. Okay. It's not always about getting from A to B, but the journey in between. And I think the journey can be such, oh my gosh, it can be a thrilling, amazing masterpiece of a life for you. Okay, each of those wands, I see it as this giant is standing back there, and he's got this bow, and he's put all the wands into it. And he's going to let them loose, and we have to go and fetch them. And when we fetch them, there's different areas that we hadn't even perceived before. We couldn't see when we were looking at the horizon before of our life that we could even potentially go there, or we would find this. So it's uncovering mysteries and adventures and opportunities, and it's by just keeping that focus open and going with the flow. For love and relationships, we have the Eight of Pentacles. You know what? You are a fabulous person when it comes to being in a relationship. And if you have somebody telling you you're not, then they're gaslighting you, okay? You work incredibly hard in order to make a relationship beautiful. That's what this card says. And you should be proud of the person that you are in a relationship. But I almost see you as raising the bar on yourself of the friend you can be, the partner you can be, the spouse you can be, the girlfriend, boyfriend, or you can be. I see this almost like you are challenging yourself to be better at being in a relationship with somebody. And being present within the relationship, not just being in a relationship, but being present within the relationship, and how you can add so much more joy and laughter and memories within that relationship, and successes as well. For your health and well-being, we have the Fool. Okay, think new beginnings. Okay, when you are meditating, when you are praying, when you are contemplating life, think of the new beginnings. That's all I've got to say on this. You don't need anything more than that thought you have to start out. Now, you might need stuff as you start to go down the road, but definitely to start out, it's about the new beginnings. So meditate on those new beginnings, those new starts, even if you're looking at your life right now and you're going, there's no way that I can just step into a new life right now, Telly. I still want you to meditate on it. I still want you to pray about it. I still want you to imagine it, to dream of the life of possibilities, the life of abundance, the life of happiness, joys, and giggles. I want you to imagine all of that. It is so vitally important. And these are not things that are in your life already that are evolving into greatness, but things that haven't even started in your life evolving to greatness. Or it could be just something that you've just taken a couple of steps on at most, but the Fool is brand new journeys, okay? So put your focus on the brand new journeys, the brand new opportunities that are going to come your way, that you're going to open up to, that you're going to make space for that opportunity to actually even exist in your life. And then we have the Five of Wands for health and well-being. Health and well-being, you know what? It's about getting around people, making fun competitions, perhaps, playing off of each other's strengths and weaknesses, and having fun with the process. It's about working together, brainstorming with people. These are the things that are really going to recharge you. So, I mean, just get together with a couple of people and, maybe over a cup of coffee or a glass of wine or a couple of beers or whatever it may be, and just get that unity of family, of clan, of togetherness, of oneness, of family. And those are the kinds of things that are going to make your heart soar, your health, your well-being just soar for the entire month. Okay, let's get a rose card for you. And we have the bud. Potential promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. The bud. Eh, The bud. The bud is an embryonic swelling of the stem of the rose that has the potential to develop into a flower, leaf, or shoot. In temperature climates, plants form resting buds that are resistant to the brutal frost. The bud is the promise of what's to come. It's the physical manifestation of the seeds that we've been holding deep in the earth, nurturing and dreaming through the fertile void of winter. Now, we find ourselves in the inner season of spring, and the bud is beginning to realize what it always wanted, what it was always destined to be, but it still requires tending in order to bloom one day soon. This is a card of encouragement, potential, excitement, and hope. It invites you to keep facing your true north and show up for what you're being called to create. Your effort has not gone unnoticed. Keep going. Someday soon you'll begin to see this beautiful creation in the world. The bud is connected with spring, the time when the upward energy of life is bursting on through. You may be seeing the first signs that things are beginning to come together. If you've been working on a project or been dedicating yourself to ushering in some kind of change in your life, you are being called to keep going and trust that what you've been working towards is happening. Keep tending your garden, and before long, the bud will begin to unfold and bloom. The soul inquiry is, what new buds are beckoning to bloom within you? I tell you. I love how it always comes together. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.